Just bought you a cup of tea.
Oh. Thanks.
It's bound to get easier with practice. Especially now that we've got Daddy here to teach us.
Well, you just better hope that Granny doesn't get wind of your arrangement with the MBU.
Yeah, well, I thought they were encouraging mothers back into the workplace. And what's the MBU if it's not a workplace creche?
I'm going to be late. I'll leave you to it.
Whoa.
I'd like a word, please, Jim. This morning. Make it a priority. Hello? Yes, speaking.
Okay.
Yes.
Anything in particular?
I'm going to take you up to the mother and baby.
Jesus Christ.
Come on in. What stuff?
I thought you were bringing Dylan.
Nurse Coleman's feeding him. And you'll be late for your breakfast at this rate.
I want to see him.
Not now, Sheena. Come on.
You promised, miss.
You saw him yesterday.
But I kept getting this horrible feeling all through the night. Did he sleep all right? Because he's got a tooth coming through and can get grisly.
He's absolutely fine.
You told me I'd see him every day.
Would you rather he was with another family? One that lived miles away and just got to visit once a week? You've got to keep a sense of perspective, Sheena.
When can I see him?
Lunch times, tea times, and on association when I'm on late.
I just panicked. I'm sorry.
It's understandable.
I do appreciate what you're doing for me and Dylan.
What now?
Time for your induction, Kerrigan.
I don't need one. I know the drill better than you.
Getting the Fenner's orders, I'm afraid.
Oh, excuse me.
Thanks.
You'll be fine in the four-bed.
I've not been used to sharing them, miss. Isn't there somewhere else?
The penthouse is taken. Oh, what you like, eh?
Who's that? Janine.
Well, where's your pen and paper?
What?
You're writing a novel, remember?
No. No, but
I just said that, didn't I? To keep the heat off of you. I know what you said, you thick twat. And Spears obviously believes you as much as I did. So you better bloody prove that you are writing it in every spare minute that you've got. Because if I lose my visit over this, I'm gonna stab out both your eyes and then feed them to you.
You see, I don't really care about your needs, Kerrigan. It's my needs that count. And what I need is a nice, quiet, happy wing. Which means that smart asses who think they're tougher or cleverer than me get jumped on from a great height.
how could anyone think they were smarter than you?
Insubordination of any kind will not be tolerated. You're here for a long time, Kerrigan. It's good to get things straight from the start. So, have you got any questions for me? I think a job would keep you out of trouble.
The Julies could do with a hand cleaning the staff toilets.
How do you fancy working in the garden?
Great. I can start tunnelling my way out of this shithole.
Well, that'll be Mr. Spears's responsibility as your newly appointed personal officer. I reckon she'll be too knackered to give you much grief. Especially after she's dug in all that lovely new manure we've had delivered.
I thought I said I wanted a word.
But take Kerrigan back to the wing, will you? How can I help?
I gather you're escorting Natalie Buxton on a temporary license out.
That's right. Compassionate reasons.
It's off.
What?
Cancelled.
Why? What's happened?
Spears became suspicious of Buxton and Nebesky and retrieved this. Seems his instinct was correct. I think this map illustrates how Buxton was intending to give you the slip. I look forward to your report.
There's nothing sinister about this. I should know, I gave it to her.
Why would you do that?
Well, it's just a map to show her brother where to meet us. These are my markings. I deliberately picked a place I knew so there wouldn't be any surprises.
So why didn't Buxton tell us that?
Well, you know what Buxton's like. She loves a wind-up. She probably saw Kevin coming. I'll have a word with him. Put him straight. You know, his heart is in the right place, but he does seem a little desperate to make his mark, don't you think, eh?
Well, to avoid future misunderstandings, do not pass out maps to inmates.
I'll bear it in mind. Oh, Neil.
Yes, Jim.
Sheena Williams. She's just joined us from the MBU. Di and I are temporarily looking after her baby. She's, really getting her act together at the moment. She's off the drugs and I think genuinely trying to make a go of things.
Your point?
Well, I thought she'd be a perfect candidate for electronic tagging. You see, it's the baby that's kept her clean, but she's really missing him. And I'd hate to see her tempted back onto the smack.
I'll have a chat with her.
I think we should make this one a priority.
Now, I've always known that I wanted kids, but last night, looking down at that little face, knowing that it was totally dependent on your love and attention, I've never felt like that before.
It's going to be a wrench when he has to go back, isn't it?
I'm not thinking about that at the moment. Would have meant the world to me to have my own baby. A life that you've made growing inside of you. But this is the next best thing.
Nebesky.
You've given your baby to Fenner?
Fenner? He's a complete nutter.
It's Mrs. Fenner who's looking after him.
She's a few keys short of a bunch herself.
Does mean I get to see him every day. It's got to be better than giving him up to social services.
Lift up, Jew. All right, blimey, what's the rush?
Here, I thought you two was put back in here to help me. You ain't no more use than the Costas.
Oh, we're sorry, Teen. Just we got a taste of the glamorous life, don't we, Jew?
I know we're not Tony and Guy, but it's a step up from skivvying. And I reckon you should set your sights higher in 14.
What makes you think I ain't got a little something of my own going on here?
I want to see Dylan at lunchtime, miss.
Oh, sorry, I'm going to town. There's still a mountain of stuff I need to get for him. Car seat, buggy, play mattress.
Tea time, then.
You watch your tone, young lady.
Hello, Frank.
Where's Phil?
I've come for the cakes.
I'm gone. Has something happened to her? Look, leave off.
Phil sent me, Frank. She's all right. She's, just got herself in a bit of trouble, that's all.
What sort of trouble?